चलके से चली भी राह में देखा तो जो हो तुम वही दिल मुझे ले चला चल पड़ा मैं तो वही रात दिन में जागता हूँ तेरा सब चिता हर घड़ी को देखता
Every coin helps. They know someone's there.
Yeah, he had the time, I guess, so we saw him, but...
The seeds of
Realizing that he is very susceptible. The lockdown coming out from the side of Spear. Important that they try to do something shackle or whatnot before they go in with lasso over that abyssal.
Yeah, Prophet getting this farmed is definitely going to be the big difference maker as this game continues, because he's past Lincoln's, he's finished Bloodthorn now, so their ability to burst somebody down is going to be huge between himself, Storm Spirit, and Wraith King as right clickers. So, and he's not done here. It's going to keep going. So on the enemy side, it's just the Ursa. That's their only core. So if the game continues super late and the net worths are still about even, I feel like Empire should have a really good shot of crushing out team fights. The only big difference maker is maybe how hard it is going to be to kill Ursa. He's very farmed and he's got an Oracle to protect him. So keep on playing, I guess. Look for the right opportunities and get your net worth up. Don't get picked off as Prophet has. Eventually, maybe he can win this game first.
Phoenix actually going for the Aeon just possible in these fights, hit off the egg, and the fact that he is kind of important for putting that percentage-based damage over onto the big chonky boy that is the Underlord.
Yeah, that can help a lot.
Down each other's... Do have the Satanic picked up for the Ursa now.
Radiant's middle tower
Harder to
is
take
under
down as long as he can hit
invisibility.
they don't really have anything that restrict him from that. Walking straight up over to Sly, collapses. Very not having
a lot of damage.
Got the Yules. Is he going to be able to make it on time? Yes, he does. Nicely timed with that.
Yules really paying off right there, but it's certainly been good all game against Orchid and things like that. Getting this fast Yules, I think, was quite solid for him. especially now that he's got an armor item to put on top of it. Like, as long as he casts his ulti, he's good to go. That Orchid comes earlier and he has to use Yules to remove the Orchid, very different, but luckily for him, it was not Storm initiating the fight. And Storm's going Linken's now? He bought an Ultimate Orb after his Ogre Axe, so I guess he's just changing his mind, and he'd rather just have the ability to remove Lasso. Okay. Or Shackle, or whatever.
I mean,
or Abyssal.
It's working for the Nature's Prophet, right? Nature's Prophet does that. Oh, no, he has a BKB too. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Never mind.
I think it's just because the Ursa is a little bit too scary, honestly. Like, or because once you get Blink Dagger on Ursa, if they ever have vision, he just Blink Abyssals you instantly. It's really hard to react in time. So if you've got Linken's, you actually have some counterplay there, and Linken's also protects you from Lasso, which is the other thing primarily worried about, especially with Stormcrafters, since get out of dispel those roots. So I think it's actually a decent choice. Kind of weird. Certainly a weird game for him, but it works out.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Split
attack.
Blink on that Wraith King. Thoughts?
Yep. It's very popular. Yeah, it's the way to go over DPS carries like
Oh, this is a hit.
Strange the dark.
That's
Finally got him.
Yeah. Nice ward
Maybe a
over
Tinker
there.
Ward. So finally does get picked off, but I feel like that's the first time we've seen him die split pushing all game. So the fact that it took this long, I think was really, really good for Empire. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Swift Link.
That was
Yeah,
kind of
it's really solid on Wraith King. We got huge movement speed already, so getting the bonus with it. Very normal. Most hard carries by Swift Link. Curse is also queuing on up.
Well, I know we see it on things that are, you know, the other Agi carry. I recall seeing it. Yeah, the Wraith King.
Wyvern or Skeeter, sorry, did it the other day in that really long game where he got Giant's Ring. He had won that game too. It's very normal. Almost all carries by Swift Link.
Radiant's
Oh no, that courier!
has been slain.
But
Just knew it was going to be there.
there it is. There's the Rosh is back up. You've got the Axe
double
Blessing.
damage.
We're gonna see some fighting around that pit soon. Linken's is completed now for the Storm Spirit, so he's got a little bit more survivability now. He's having a little bun zipping around, clearing.
No buyback. So.
Confident. Night
Gotta be-
collapse, gonna wave at each other.
Finally, the Dire team gets to abuse Ursa on Roshan.
Here we go. Double damage to boot. Oof. Alright, look at the positioning around the team. Smoked up. Smiling Knight, first one is gonna get in there. But the Lotus Orb, though. Snatch though, Yasuo manages to go and go around it. As the back lines of Aposho will go down to play, trying to find this opening. Egg goes off inside the pit. They're all on the outside. This is not looking great. Yasuo will go down. That is the Aegis burnt. As the rest of the team trying to find this opening, trying to get in there anyway. They can't. Collapse will go down. This is not looking good for Yasuo. He's just gonna try to like man fight his way through it. He is life stealing quite a bit. It's a good save though coming up from Aposho because he manages to go get that heal off. So it looks like the Ursa, he may not have that Aegis of Immortality anymore, but he's got Maposhka who's gonna have to be good enough and
The
keep him
seeds of
alive.
fortune.
Not terrible for Team Spirit. It looked pretty scary there, but Ursa's able to grab the Egg Shard and grab the Aegis. They didn't get blasted quite
Oh,
before.
the lasso onto the back lines. They've got their hands over here on the purpose. Yasuo chases after Agnard here. Can he get enough damage? He is disarmed though. On the back lines, you have a whole other fight going down. It's so bad will fall. Yasuo just being kited though a bit here with Smiling Knight. They're trying to just get close enough. They're trying to get Yasuo into the box. They can't do it fast enough. It's collapsed. He leaves behind the corpse of Yasuo.
Okay, they do win in the end. Did they need to go back in? In hindsight, no. They were very close to killing the Phoenix, then the Earth Spirit, but crucially that Halberd came on in time from Phoenix to buy him time. That's the downside to the re-engage. You don't have BKB to protect yourself from the Halberd, and if you don't use it, and if you use the Halberd pre-enrage, then boom, you just bought yourself many, many seconds there to work down the Ursa.
When the heck did he pick that up?
What, the Halberd?
Yeah.
That was the first item he bought. He just hasn't had a chance to use it like all game because every fight has been like cores jumping in, popping BKB.
Right. Or he's forced to like egg up like fast.
Yep, exactly.
Alright.
Alright.
Optimization came back in the end to be able to do something with it. It is hard to push into this big boy here though.
It is, especially when he's got the lower cooldown, 8-second cooldown, and the wave count is 8. It's permanently up here. So this is really tough with all these melee heroes. They're gonna have to like convincingly crush fights to make going high ground easy. As long as they control ward vision on those little corner spots, they should be fine.
These haven't felt like clean fights, though, either. They're a bit skirmishy back and forth.
I'm getting a second wind.
60% of our fights have been in the Roche pit, I'm pretty sure, in this. They're gonna spot Wraith King with the scan, though. See if they can go on him.
Jar thinking that he wants to make his way over to the teleport. There is nearby. Forward, they'll be able to protect the Wraith King. They'll be able to disengage on the side of Spirit.
Where's the party?
Forward coming out from Storm, he's gonna be really careful because there is a Bat right over here, but of course does have that Lincoln, so not gonna jump on. Oh, they do have a Yules now.
Yeah, Batrider
Right.
could have gone on him, but they would have needed somebody else. He's got Octarine as well, so pretty easy for him to get the lasso off. The cast range is looking decent. 300, so Storm does have to be careful. Does he buy his BKB yet? No, he's still saving for buyback, but he's got the money if he really wanted it. One other thing that's kind of hurting Empire right now is that Wraith King does not have True Strike, so all these like evasion items and
Dire's bottom
things
tower
like
is
that
under
are causing
attack.
him hazards, Wind Ranger, that kind of thing.
Illusion.
Warriors
of the wood.
Hoping maybe they can grab Tashara, but he's already hightailing it out of here. Then every time he shows up on the map, they're trying to hunt for him.
They missed the one Observer Ward that they rolled just past, but this gem was really needed. I feel like the Team Spirit is just out-visioned them a little bit almost all game. Oh,
Lasso, drag back over here. That is a very dead Spirit, so a little bit of a pick off for the side of Spirit.
more than a little bit. That's a huge kill. The fact, like, it feels like Empire has been outmaneuvered by Vision almost the entire game. There's been a couple crucial moments where them having Vision was a big deal, but you cannot go for that cliff spot without having your team there behind you. It's just way too dangerous, and he ends up losing the gem. I'm not sure how out of stock it's going to be, but it's a big loss.
It's a lot of damage coming out from these greater trades. They actually just take the whole... guys?
That was so much damage, actually.
Oh my
I didn't think
God.
it was going to be that much. Those aren't illusions. Those are real living creatures. That's full damage. Okay. Swift blink up for Ursa now. It's got it on the way.
Chara is sure we're pushing and whatnot. But yeah, Swift blink for Yatoro. Don't know. Engagements are difficult to find, like the perfect one, it feel. Just
They
for
are,
both
yeah.
teams, right?
Yep, it absolutely is. Just gotta about choking, you know, especially when you're ahead a little bit, as the Empire is. You don't want to make any major mistakes when you initiate. Vision control obviously means a lot. Right now, Empire has nothing on the map for Vision. It's been pretty consistently dewarded by gems. Whereas Spirit has solutions. They've got their jungle protected. They have the entrance lit. They got a cliff spot too, so they can definitely get more chances to grab kills than their opponent. It's a long time till Roche, but Empire's gonna wait, push out their lanes a little bit, and then look aggressive most likely. There is a gem up on Prophet, so it looks like that old gem was, in fact, old. I had to check the Team Spirit base. I was like, do you steal this with a smoke? Just can do that, I believe, right?
Yes.
Pop smoke, TP in their fountain.
Yep.
Take their goodies. Oh, we got
Not
the
their
2
goodies.
times. That's why it was so much damage. He had 2 times Treant HP and damage. So that's why those Treants did so much
Yeah.
more than before.
We talk about that Necro Book being a huge source of damage, but the greater treants too are nothing to sneeze at.
No boots on Prophet right now, but it's ready to react if needed.
Side of Empire, hope. Stragglers. Not gonna find anyone home, but there is mid lane that they might be able to get a jump on. Bat Rider too, showing up over here on the side. They have the vision to zip forward. Toronto immediately goes around, uses that BKB in the whole perfect place. Does have his own fresh BKB. A Smiling Knight was looking for this opening, but the Lotus Orb immediately helps them to disengage.
See, all I can say is, that's it. I
Thanks,
thought
Purge. That's a...
the ball lightning was really not good there, and then his opponent was like, see ya. And he just walked away, so no fight.
On bottom lane, though, Bloodthorn is up. I don't think Toronto Toge was expecting that. Does the Yules Yatoro, though, waking over, making his way. Can he go and get these hits off? Yes, they can, but the follow-up coming out from Smiling Knight. Plus the ball lightning. That one was pretty good here, but they do have the BKBs up. Tenstar will fall. Smiling Knight now trying to run for his life over here. Like, he's trying to just run away, just fall out. And over on the side, though, the Wind Ranger is going to get slowed down. The egg over on the back lines will be able to go off. They don't have the detection, though, and eventually they will be able to just zip forward as the rest of the side of Spirit has decided that is more than enough and just disengage.
Okay, they didn't lose the gem, though. I was worried about them for that. I mean, they buy back profit in that engagement, but they only kill a Wind Ranger. Everybody on Team Spirit was super quick to react to that. They must have used Dark Rift, it looks like. It was used about 40 seconds. Maybe not. I didn't see how they all got there so fast, but boy, did they react. I think one of the things that really hurt him right here, the lack of MKB, honestly. No, he doesn't have MKB, and he doesn't have Abyssal. So it's like his opportunities to, like, lock people down in the first couple of moments or do something really good in the first couple of moments is just not there. But this is smart. He's going Spider Legs now. He's going to sell his Phase Boots, and now he's going to have an item slot without having to give up his Armlet, which is pretty important to keep him survivable against the Ursa. So, Spider Legs Basher. Basher definitely better than the Trickster Cloak. So I like this idea.
All right, well, just had a Lincoln's picked up for the Bat Rider now because he realizes that if he shows up, it's just crazy, right? It's a back and forth game of cat and mouse. Who gets to jump on who? Because, this Nature's Prophet is absolutely terrifying when you look at his items. He's got the Bloodthorn, he's got the Sheep Stick, and then on the flip side of it, you look at what Toronto Tokyo's got packing as well. He's got the lasso is just very, very scary, plus the fact that he can pop all those Lincoln, the Yules.
The problem, though, is that Prophet's damage is really high, but it's not insane. He's got a lot of utility items. BKB, Mech, Lincolns, these are all super defensive 4-step now. Can they get spell? No.
No, BKB. BKB charge. We should be down to like 5 seconds on that point.
Yeah, he is down to 5, so not that important. Like, they buy themselves 20 seconds or something like that, but really, we're just waiting for Roche to come up, and that's what's really going to force these teams to have to engage. Actually.
Well, the Storm obviously is going to have time on. He picked that up very late as we kept harvesting.
They swap at.
Zip forward. It's very, very far forward, but they managed to find a plus Colossus. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive. Toronto Tokyo will go down. Collapse immediately says, we got to get out of here. Look at all the damage coming out of Pochka. We'll be able to keep the Wind Ranger alive a little bit longer. Does have the blink. So both of them will be able to disengage. And the disengage on the side of Spirit is so good.
She ends up staying alive. A little scary looking, but able to do it. Once again, like, Evasion feels like the bane of Team Empire this game. They were able to kill the Bat Rider there with that great move. The BKB got forced, they took that window and they forced the fight, and they were able to catch him.
Look how fast it goes down. Empire's gonna
That was a fast Roche. That was like insanely fast Roche respawn, actually. Alright, who gets the shard? Very curious.
Where is it?
Spirit. Okay. Gave it to Storm.
Immortality
A little bit more
is
locked
mine.
down, always nice. I'm not sure if he wants to be in the middle of everybody, though.
Alright, they're thinking about it. Definitely better than a mech. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So now with AoE, Electro Vortex is actually insanely good for Storm because now it's not a targeted ability. It's now just done through Lincoln Sphere. So this is actually amazing for Storm's ability to catch Bat Rider or anybody else that might have Lincoln Sphere in these fights. Definitely. There are. It is a good item, I'm sorry to say, guys. Just gotta buy it sometimes.
You do.
Otherwise, the game just becomes not fun. They go on you and you just die every time.
And this is a game where you've got all sorts of amazing spells and fun things to do. You don't want to just die. Sit there, watch your friends have fun because you didn't buy a BKB. Yatoro. Be able to teleport out. Looks like they're not going to hard commit here.
I mean, they tried. They couldn't find him. He blinks to the top. They thought he went bot. No catch. Deal 8,000 gold.
कोई स्विच नहीं करेगा, नहीं स्विच करेगा,
ये स्विच करेगा। अरे ये रोहन भैया आ गया।
मेरे बिना खेलना चालू कर दिया ना तुम।
हेलो हेलो
हेलो
बैंडेज करो अभी।
हेलो
हेलो हेलो
हेलो। हाँ रोहन, हाँ हाँ।
मेरे बिना खेलना चालू कर दिया।
अरे
हमारा क्लाइंट का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था, ये कुछ हमारा
अपडेट आ रहा था बार बार। हाँ हाँ, मैं 3 या 4 बार स्टार्ट मारा।
अरे इसमें नमूना है, मुझे सेव टू लीव हो जाएगा शायद।
हाँ हाँ, ये अपने आप ही सेव टू लीव होएगा। एक बंदा
क्या-
बोल रहा है स्विच
बाय
विथ मी।
मिस्टेक कैसे लेते हैं भाई? एक बंदा ने, हमारे साथ बहुत बंदे ऐसा कर चुके हैं, आप देखे
उस
होंगे।
दिन वाले गेम में भी हुआ था, याद है? इन्वोकर स्विच मारा था मैंने।
हाँ, वो भी स्विच मार रहा था इन्वोकर के साथ, मतलब
Roll through it.
Drow Ranger.
भैया वो सब बंदों का भी रिक्वेस्ट गया ना, वो जो सेंड किए थे हमें।
हाँ हाँ।
भैया का लेकिन मेरे को नहीं आया था।
ए रोहन कहाँ गया? रोहन है ना?
हाँ हूँ।
रोहन भैया है, लेकिन उनका रिक्वेस्ट नहीं आया था।
कौन सा रिक्वेस्ट?
जो पार्टी वाला,
पार्टी वाला?
ज्वाइन पार्टी, ज्वाइन पार्टी। इसमें दिखा नहीं रहा है कोई, अगर ज्वाइन पार्टी रिक्वेस्ट करे या ऐसा कुछ करे।
रहना इसके बाद वाले में रोहन के साथ खेल।
हाँ हाँ, उसको भी ले आएंगे ना, तो कितने, 5 जन, 4 जन हो जाएंगे ना।
हाँ
एक और बंदा अभी आया है अभी ऑनलाइन। अरे नाइस।
अरे खड़ा मारेगा तो होगा नहीं, लगेगा
वो खड़ा रहता है स्टैचू
30
जैसे।
seconds to battle.
वार देखो अभी मत करो, जब ड्रिल लेना है तब मारना स्टार्ट। पीछे दूर
कोचिंग सेशन फ्री में मिल रहा है अभी, देखो।
दूर खड़ जा, दूर खड़ जा। अरे ऐसे मारोगे तो माना खत्म हो जाएगा। ऊपर रहो,
हाँ।
आउट ऑफ विजन रहो, जब ड्रिल लेने आएगा तब मारना।
पूरी वाइपर आ गया, नेदर टॉक्सिन फेंकेगा, पक्का नेदर टॉक्सिन फेंकेगा वो। क्या बोला था मैं?
Perfect.
बाबा रे स्लाइडर मार।
The first of you has
अबे
died.
किसको मारा? अबे कूल गेमर प्रो है क्या?
End is set in
आप मरोगे, जुक करो, यहाँ घुसो। हाँ
फ्री खा लेता हूँ।
नाइस।
ए यहाँ 3 लोग क्यों आ गए?
ये क्या सोच के आया? वो मिड रेजर गया है, मिड गया है वो।
डिनाई करते हैं यार, नहीं किया डिनाई। रेंजर भी हमारा पार्टी है ना।
ये डिनाई करो बोले।
बढ़िया, बहुत अच्छे। अब क्लैरिटी मंगवा, तुमको क्लैरिटी
खत्म हो गया क्या? अरे खत्म मत करो। साइड में यहाँ पे जाके, साइड में जो ये क्लिप है ना, वहाँ पे जाके एरो मार दो, बहुत बड़े वाले
Fate finds me.
ये क्या हो गया?
Death's cold
अरे वो
embrace.
मैच हो गया, यहाँ पे छुपा है। हाँ
देखिबू कबाड़ दिरा दिया है कि नहीं देखिबू এটা জলে কি এটা মেলা সেটা মেলা কিছু লাভ হবে না আচ্ছা চলো
भरते रहो दूर से, एक ही भरो दोनों दोनों वैसे ही आते हैं कुछ करके। अरे 3 क्यों भर दी, जल्दी नहीं भरता।
आओ आओ आओ
एक बार में
भैया, वो टाइम लगेगा ना उसको।
एक बार में एक ही भर।
बैश हो रहा है, कोई ना कोई ना।
पुलिस का काम है ना, ये स्लाइडर का ही।
हाँ हाँ, कोई ना कोई ना।
Denied.
स्टॉप हो
यार।
गया,
कोई बात नहीं,
बच गया।
काम किया। ये जो यहाँ पे साइड में जो क्रीप्स है ना, ये जो न्यूट्रल कैंप,
इनको हैरेस करो ना, ताकि मैं ये वाला रेंज वाला ले पाऊँ। रेंज वाला नहीं ले पा रहा हूँ मैं टोटली। सही है।
एरो मार दो, एरो मार दो।
अरे देखो आज से
नाइस।
Yes.
इतना बैश प्रॉक क्यों हो रहा है उसका?
Dire
वो 4
structures
बार
are
एक बार
fortified.
3 बार तीसरा मतलब
कितना है उसका प्रॉक?
चौथा अटैक में हमेशा ये होगा।
25 है क्या?
चौथा प्रॉक जब भी हो मतलब चौथा अटैक जब भी करेगा ना
हाँ हाँ
3 बार क्रीप को मार 2-3 बार क्रीप को मारेगा तो चौथा अटैक तुमको मारेगा तो बैश
हाँ 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 हाँ। करो 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 उसको करो। मेरा ब्लॉक हुआ ना? नहीं छोड़ो 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 पीछे आओ।
अरे ऐसे नहीं देते हो।
पूछना पड़े
माना नहीं उसको।
क्या हुआ? इधर है यहाँ करे वार्ड लगाया है शायद।
वॉट का आवाज आया, वॉट का आवाज भी आया।
नेक्टर बुक कर लेता ड्राइंग कर लेता खेलते रहो।
ड्राइंग कर रहे हो क्या?
वो दिन से नहीं बनाया मैंने ड्राइंग।
यहाँ पर है।
ए यार बथेरे नी मेरा तू ही है कि यार बुला लेना मेरे को।
और लाई क्या सेंट्री ऑर्डर करूँ?
लाता हूँ सेंट्री।
अच्छा मैं ले आया छोड़।
मैं स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा था मैं भूल ही
ले
गया।
आया ले आया।
मैं तो भूल भी गया मैं स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा था बोल के।
क्या चीज का स्ट्रीमिंग?
ऐसे YouTube में गेम रिकॉर्ड करने का मेरा मन था, मतलब ऐसे ही रखने के लिए,
ये हमारा
अरे
मत
चैनल बताओ ना।
याद रखने के लिए, क्योंकि आज खेला था किसी के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ।
अच्छा
अरे
आज ट्राई किया पहली बार रिकॉर्डिंग OBS से।
शेयर करो ना लिंक।
शेयर
भाई ये मेरे को ही प्रॉप करने आता है बार बार।
मैं क्या ड्राइंग बनाएगा?
बंदा डिनाई नहीं कर रहा है लेकिन ये वाला करो आप।
लड़कियों को ड्राइंग बनाएगा नंगी पुंगी।
प्रॉक है उसका प्रॉक है।
यार प्रज्वल दिन में तो खूबसूरत होती जा रही है। प्रिशला दुगुन भी क्यूट लग रही है आजकल।
यहाँ लगाया है देखो।
पहले भी लगती थी। अरे शुभम प्रिशिला से बात होता है?
क्या क्या?
प्रिशिला से बात होता है?
प्रिसिला?
भैया हेल्प। नहीं मर गया।
प्रिसिला बोल रहे हो ना?
हाँ लुगुन, प्रिशिला लुगुन नाम है ना।
हाँ हाँ, बीच में बहुत दिन पहले हुआ था actually।
मस्सा बहुत अच्छा जॉन नहीं ना कौन।
वो टेनिस और सबसे बात होता है लेकिन कभी कभी।
गेम खेला छड़ा कोउथरे तर मुंड ये करन
ठीक है।
तो रात रोसी करी सकाळ मैं पढ़ुची अभी ध्यान दो तुझे पढ़ना मासा काम रे उपस्थित होसन गला पर ध्यान दो में पर ध्यान होता सही तो
मैं डिवॉर्ड किया था लेकिन वहाँ फिर से उन्होंने वॉर्ड कर दिया।
कोई नहीं, सेंट्री है मेरे पास।
मैं लगा के आया था सेंट्री यहाँ पे।
हाँ वो लोग वहाँ पे घूम रहे थे।
अब मना करो ना, रुको मैं देता हूँ मैंगो लो।
आ रहे हैं, कोरियर लेके आ रहे हैं।
टेक वन फ्रॉम मी। इसको क्रीप मिल गया ना। आने दो पीछे आने दो, टावर के अंदर आने दो।
एक में वफा नहीं है दूसरी तो वफा की
वहाँ पर होगा क्या?
इंसान भी क्या चीज है, एक में वफा नहीं है दूसरी को वफा की उम्मीद है। क्या यार एक भी जन ने फोटो पोस्ट नहीं किया है क्या अपना? यार
बैश
हिमांशु तांती को यार बहुत सीखना पड़ेगा यार सही में। उसके फोटो
क्या कर रहे
बहुत ब्लैंड आ रहे हैं। पोर्ट्रेट नहीं देखे उसका, हिमांशु तांती का?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, कौन सा, कहाँ पे?
जो फोटो उठा के इंस्टाग्राम में डालता है मॉडल्स का।
अच्छा, डेविएंट आर्ट में मैं देखा था उसको बहुत दिन पहले।
इंस्टाग्राम में डालता है उसको बहुत, लेकिन फोटो बहुत अच्छा अच्छा मॉडल यूज करता है, बहुत कम फोटो अच्छा लगता है मेरे को उसका।
bitch। भाई रेजर लेके अच्छा खेला उसने।
ନିଜ ବୋତଲରେ ଏତେ ହଉଛି ରେ ତୁ ତ ବୋତଲରେ ପାଣି ପୁରଉନୁ
अच्छा नहीं।
ଅତି ଗୋଟେ ଇଏର ଭୁଲ ଲୋକର ନାହିଁ ତୁ ଫାଲତୁ କାଇଁ ପୁରଉଛୁ
सेटा मुंह ही भरतिली।
श्वेत बदमाश पाकर को बनाओ। नहीं
करो।
पाकर नहीं, सोनी।
नाइस।
शी इज क्यूट।
देखा है।
अरे वानर सेना स्टूडियो बहुत अच्छा ड्रोन बना रहा है। कहाँ गया तुम्हारा ये दोस्त? देवाशीष नाम है ना?
किसका?
एक और जो दोस्त था इसका।
भैया
देवाशीष कौन? अच्छा आईटी वाला।
1 2 3 ओके।
ड्रेस मिसिंग।